Today we will study in the partnership that admission of a partner. Anytime any person can be admitted, but it is compulsory. The consent of the existing partner is very much compulsory. Actually, according to the section 31(1), in which clearly mentioned in Partnership Act, it has clearly mentioned that unless and until each and every existing partner has to give his consent, then only the new partner can be admitted. It is compulsory. Now with the help of example, because whenever any partner admitted to a running business, it is compulsory that existing partner has to sacrifice their ratio, then only the new partner admitted. It is compulsory. So whenever the new partner is coming, the ratio is changed. Definitely it will change. So how it possible? With the help of example, I am just listen carefully. Suppose A, B, C are partner and 3:1 is the ratio. Now D partner admitted for 1/6 share. Listen, A, B, C are partner and they are running their business with this ratio 3:2:1. Means A getting 3/6, 2 getting 2/6 and C getting 1/6. Means this A, B, C are getting 3/6, 2/6 and 1/6 respectively. Now D admitted, and if D admitted and he has to take the share and he entered for 1/6 share. So who will give this 1/6 share? How you will calculate the new profit sharing ratio between all 4 partners? That you have to understand. This is the question, that A, B, C are partner, they are sharing their ratio, profit sharing ratio 3:2:1. Now D admitted for 1/6 share, how the D will get? If nothing is mentioned, all have to sacrifice for this 1/6 share. So suppose profit is 1. So we have to deduct D share from 1. It will come 5/6. Definitely. Now 5/6 we have to distribute among the existing partner, that A, B, C 3:2:1. So A 3/6 earlier he was getting. Now we have to do like this. Means remaining share, that from 1 rupee profit, and from 1 rupee profit we have deducted 1/6 share of D, that who is entering with the consent of all 3 partners. Now 1/6 that D is getting, it is compulsory. Now remaining share that remain in the business, that is 5/6. We have deducted 1 from 1/6 we have deducted. So we are getting 5/6. Now 5/6 we have to distribute between A, B, C, all 3 partners. Listen, such like that 2/6 B earlier he was getting, so 5/6, and C also getting 1/6, so 5/6. This way. So what will A get? 5 3s are 15, 15/36. B 10/36, and C 5/36. So 15, 10 and 5. This is the share of ABC. Now A is getting 1/6. When 6 divide by 36, it will come 6. It will go in 6 parts. 6 6 are 36. So this one will become 6. Okay? So this way you understand the new ratio that we are calculating 15, 10, 5 and 6. This is the way that we calculate the new ratio. Once again I am explaining you just try to listen that earlier ABC was getting 3:2:1. That ratio they were sharing the profit. D admitted for 1/6 share. From 1/6 share, from 1 profit we are assuming that profit is 1. So from 1 we are deducting 1/6, that is D getting. The remaining is 5/6. So 5/6 we have to multiply 3/6 that A gets. Earlier A was getting, B was getting 2/6. So 2/6 into 5/6. C was getting 1/6. So 1/6 into 5/6. The answer we got that 15/36, 10/36, 5/36. This is the ratio of ABC. Now D getting 1/6. So this LCM is 36. So by that 6 will go in 36 in 6 times. 6 6 are 36. So 1 we have to multiply 6. So it will get 6. So 15, 10, 5. So new ratio that they got. Now the new ratio, listen. New ratio of the firm. What? 15, 10, 5 and 6. That D. That the total if we do of these 4 digits, 15, 10, 5 and 6, it becomes 36. See, 15 and 10, 25, 25, 5, 30 and 30 plus 6, 36. This way that now the D entered and the new ratio becomes that 15 is to 10 is to 5 is to 6. We can. Sometimes student, in the question it has mentioned that existing partners sharing profit, and when new partner enter in the business, he is getting equally from existing partner. It happens more or less that it happens anytime that the new partner, whenever he is entering, he is getting his share. Means existing partner sacrifice equally. Here all that ABC are not sacrificed equally. They sacrifice in the ratio of 3:2:1 sacrifice. But if in the question it may come that admission of a partner and he is getting his share equally from the existing partner. Next example I will explain you that. Now, thank you. Next example. Thank you. Children, earlier in the first example that existing partner share their profit according to their old ratio. Now, in the next question, we will explain, we will understand the thing. What? That if existing partner sacrifice equally, they equally share that the coming partner and that the partner admitting that they will share equal. With the help of example, you can understand very easily. So pay attention that A, B are partner. They were sharing profit sharing ratio 7:5. And C, suppose admitting for 1/6 share. C admitted for 1/6 share. So this is the question, and in question it has clearly mentioned, suppose that 1/6 sacrificed equally by old partners, existing partners, means A and B. Earlier A was getting 7/12 and B was getting 5/12. This is true. Now C entered for 1/6. So we have to divide this 1/6 into two parts. One part will share by A and other part will share by B. So this 1/6, what we have to do, we have to divide by 2. If we divide by 2, it becomes 1/12. 1/12 and 1/12. 1/6 when we divide by 2, it comes 1/12 and 1/12. Definitely. Then half of 1/6 is 1/12. So 1/12 will share by A and other 1/12 shared by B. This way we will calculate the new ratio of firm, partnership firm. Now, how we will do? A. 7/12 minus 1/12. What will come? 6/12. Same as B also. Same. Means earlier B was getting 5/12. Now he also sacrificing 1/12 for C. So 5/12 minus 1/12, what will come? 4/12. So new ratio, that is for A and B, 6:4. And as I told you that C is coming for 1/6. In the question it has mentioned. So this 12, if we do 6 into 2, so 1 also will be multiplied by 2. So it will come this way. 6:4:2. Denominator is 12. Means 6/12 A, 4/12 B, 2/12 C. Same. Now what we have to do? We have to reduce this term 6/4/2 by dividing 2. Means if we divide by 2 all these three figures, it will come 3, 2 and 1. Means 6, 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4 and 2 1s are 2. So 3, 2, 1. New ratio, what is? 3, 2, 1. If we add 3 to 1, it becomes 6. Same. So 1/6, same. Getting C, 2/6 B and 3/6 A. So 3:2:1 is the new ratio of the new firm. New firm. As you know, student, new firm means one question I told you that dissolution of a firm and dissolution of a partnership. Partnership firm and partnership. There are huge difference between that. Means this is not the dissolution, this is the dissolution of the partnership firm, that the old partnership now dissolved, now the new partnership now becomes that the ratio changes. When totally dissolved means the abolition of the whole business, winding up of the business, that is dissolution of a partnership. Now This is the ratio that with the help of two examples. In another way, we can say that 1 upon 6 now, in this question that I teach you, that is the thing that 1 upon 6 sacrificed by A and B equal. Suppose in the question it may come that 1 upon 6, the whole ratio of 6 getting only by A. So we have to deduct from the A, only A, not B. B is not sacrificing anything. So A is sacrificing, suppose whole 6, it may come. So that also you can do. You can deduct the 7 upon 12 minus 1 upon 6, the whole ratio. A is sacrificing, suppose B is sacrificing. So this way, profit sharing ratio that is compulsory, that will change. Now in the third part, very important part I will take, that is goodwill. In the third part, you will come to know that the goodwill of the firm, that I will take very soon. Third, in the goodwill, it is very important because goodwill, what you do? Goodwill is the reputation of the firm. In the 11th class, you already understood that what is goodwill. Goodwill is an asset. So, when new partner is coming, he has to bring capital for the profit sharing ratio and premium for goodwill. So, it is compulsory first aspect that whenever the new partner admits, profit sharing ratio will change. New profit sharing ratio will come. And when he bring goodwill also, that will treatment, we have to do the exercise for that. Means exercise we have to do, we have to learn, and the entries very soon for the goodwill of the firm. That is for accountancy. This is total maths, that profit sharing ratio. So in accountancy, little bit mathematics also we have to understand, and for accountancy the entries, what will the entry when goodwill is coming in the business, that the new partner is bringing goodwill as cash by bank, through bank or cash he is bringing. So what the entries will do, that I will teach very soon. Thank you. Students, that profit sharing ratio you understood. Now at the time of admission of a partner, next very important aspect, what is? That is goodwill. It is very, very important aspect that you have to understand. What is goodwill? Goodwill, as you know, in the 11th class also you have studied, this is an asset, intangible asset that we can't see. It is a reputation of the firm, that goodwill. By the help of goodwill, firm earns his profit very much. That's why it is an asset. We treated goodwill as an asset in the 11th class. You did in trial balance, no problem. Now, at the time of admission of a partner, there are 3 circumstances to treat goodwill. First one, that new partner is bringing goodwill privately, in a private way. If new partner, because when new partner enter for profit, to take profit, having his share, in future he will get the profit. So old partners can say that they were running this business last 10 years. They are having their own reputation. So you have to bring the amount, capital as well as goodwill. So capital is bringing for what? For his profit sharing ratio. But for the reputation of a firm, he has to bring goodwill. So if he brings the goodwill in a private way, students, no entry. No entry will come because privately he is giving goodwill amount to the existing partner. Privately he is giving. So no entry. Clearly I am telling you. This is very much compulsory because many of the cases that I have seen in my life that students doing entry for that. When new partner is bringing his share of goodwill we can say premium also. This way sometimes in the question premium also written, so I must say that another name we are saying goodwill premium as a premium. So when new partner is bringing a share of goodwill in a private way, no entry. Second aspect, when he is bringing his share of goodwill and that share remain in the business, that is the second part. Means suppose he is bringing 50,000 as a share of goodwill. So entry will become A, B, C are partner, suppose A, B and C is entering. So C is bringing 50,000 in the second part and that 50,000 will remain in the business. So entry will, what entry? Two entry will we have to do. What? First, that C is bringing share of goodwill. So cash account debit to premium for goodwill. Premium for goodwill. This 50,000. So in the second entry, premium for goodwill account debit to A's capital, existing partner, old partners, to B's partner. Suppose they share equally in the business, so 25 will go to A and 25,000 to B and 50,000 that premium for goodwill we have to debit. This two entry you have to remember because this 50,000 amount remain in the business. First entry, that cash he is bringing, definitely cash account debit to premium for goodwill account 50,000 and that 50,000 remain in the business where? In the capital account of A and B. That they were sharing equally, so they will share 50,000 means 25,000 each A and B. They share. In the second entry, premium for goodwill account will debited by 50,000 because we have credited premium for goodwill by 50,000 and premium for goodwill account will be debited by 50,000 and A will get 25,000 and B will get 25,000. In the third aspect, that 50,000 withdraws by the old partners. Suppose in the third part, that three aspect I told you about the goodwill that we are doing. In privately, no entry. First, second entry, that in which that goodwill amount remain in the business. We did two entry for that, and in the third part, one entry will increase. One more entry will increase. Means in the first entry that C is bringing 50,000 amount, so cash account debit to premium for goodwill account, and that distributed in the capital account of old partners, premium for goodwill account debit to A's capital to B's. In the third entry, that when old partners withdrawing that amount of goodwill that brought by new partner, that 50,000. So entry, what we will make the entry? That A's capital account debit, B's capital account debit to what? Cash or bank, whatever. Means A withdraws 25,000, B also withdraws 25,000, but natural because they credited by 25,000 each, so debit amount also that same 25,000 each, and cash account that what? 50, because cash he brought in the business, that is 50. So by 50,000 we are crediting the cash account because it goes from the business that the old partners withdraws the amount of goodwill. Now this is very compulsory. Sometimes in the admission question, so many complications will come. It is a very easy one that I taught you today. It is a basic thing. Sometimes the amount of goodwill, suppose not given. This 50,000 amount that I told you that brought by the new partner, sometimes it hidden. So that question is very important for the examination point of view because that question called the hidden goodwill question. That also I will explain in the coming periods. Now, thus you have to understand the basic thing because new partner whenever comes, he has to bring the capital as well as goodwill. Both the amount he has to bring. That is compulsory because business was running earlier also. The business having its own reputation. So for that reputation, he is bringing that the new partner always brings the premium for goodwill amount. That is accordingly. This is the question of goodwill. It is very compulsory. You have to practice out it in your home because it is very, very compulsory for the examination point of view. Good. Thank you.